Time to check in with our lizard overlords. What are they up to? Well, this.
Is this the worst hour now?
Are we done our first hour?
Yeah, we're into our worst hour.
Keep your expectations of this episode low. Starting the worst hour now, I feel like we've crossed into maybe not great content hour.
Welcome to our worst hour.
We are joined live at the National Heavy Equipment Show by Tyler from New Leaf, Ottawa. New Leaf, Ottawa.
Instagram
Yeah.
handle,
But Property Services? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Tyler, thanks for joining us here, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for being a fan.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. We all appreciate it.
Actually, one of our more vocal fans with sharing the episodes, and ever since the very beginning almost.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
at least
since
the very
the beginning,
beginning.
yeah.
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 Nice. Yeah, and so Tyler, here at the show, anything stand out to you?
Yeah, a few things. We're looking at a bunch of different vac products now. That just seems to be the newest thing. So hydro vacs and air vacs, that kind of thing. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Big Ditch Witch unit down the back.
I
I'm a
did
very
see
big
that.
fan of Ditch Witch products.
Yes.
So,
yeah. I only have one buddy who has one. I've moved it around, but I've never actually run it. So I have two friends that have them. JRC has one,
Okay.
and Skateworks has one, and they both love them. They both think they're like top notch, best
Yeah.
things ever. Like they both rave about them.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. Ours has got it's closing in on 900 hours now. Yeah, SK600. Yeah. So
You've had no major.
no, the only things we've had was mostly self-inflicted with tracks popping off. That's just happens. But
Yes, happens to all machines.
yeah, it's been a solid machine for almost 900 hours. Yeah. So
Wow.
we'll keep up with a triaxle on some jobs with it, like pushing topsoil or sand, and we use it to backfill around houses and septic systems, and yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Tyler, how did you start the company? How long
So
ago was
that's going to be 10 years 10 years next year.
that?
So
Wow, congrats.
yeah, I started out
That's
with
awesome,
my
brother.
yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I started out with my grandfather. So he used to run an excavation company back home. So I worked with him and grew up on the equipment and coming to these shows and that every couple of years whenever they have it. So yeah, I just kind of grew from there and started my own thing, and yeah. So it's been a really good almost 10 years now.
What's the core of your business?
A little bit of grading, a lot of unique stuff. So trenching for hydros in awkward spots. Like we've done a few of those now just this past week. Now we're getting into things like multi-million-dollar custom home excavations and septic systems, and a little bit of hardscape here and there, a little bit of softscape. So yeah.
Did you start with hardscape and evolve into that?
A little bit, yeah.
Was
So,
it always part of the business?
Yeah, that was with my grandfather doing septics. We'd always have to do like remediation work with the getting in and out. So I'd always end up doing the sod or the hardscape repairs and topsoil and that. So that just kind of grew from there. Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
I saw you bought a Chevy 2500.
It's a 3500, yeah.
3500?
Yeah,
Okay.
so we got that.
Single axle though, right?
Single, yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, with the float that's not a dump trailer.
It's not a dump trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's been great. I haven't had any issues with it. It pulls everything nice and fine.
Is it gas?
Diesel.
Diesel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
trying to get everything either battery powered or diesel powered and try to keep all the fuels the same, and
That's a smart move.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice. We've got a battery powered quick cut from Greenworks, and that works really good.
Oh, from
Yeah.
Greenworks. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
it's only a 12-inch one, so it's small, but
Yeah.
it's really nice.
Cool.
Yeah, we have the battery saw from Milwaukee.
Okay. Yeah, the 9-inch.
The guys really like, they use it all the time. It's 9 inches, so yeah, it's not 12.
Yeah.
I would buy a 12,
Yeah.
for sure.
Reach out to the Greenworks guys. They've got 12 and 14.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would, because the guys like it because as soon as you let go of it, it stops.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
it's not idling all day. It's not
Yeah.
and swapping a battery is 10 seconds, and you don't have to worry about mixing the gas. And
Yeah.
so they use it. They honestly, Drake bought it because he really wanted it, and I was like, oh, I don't like. It's when he bought it, it seemed kind of Mickey Mouse to me when he was talking about it. But then as soon as he had it, I was like, this thing is fucking sick.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's really good. Like it's so much easier to just start it and stop it. And
Yeah, we'll use it in the yard to cut steel for if we have to do like a couple welding projects or cut pipe on septic jobs, or even do we've done paver patios with it. Like it works really nice. Yeah.
how long does the battery last?
It depends what you're cutting. We've got a 4 amp hour and 5 amp hour, and then they've just released this new line of I think it's a pouch cell battery. so it's supposed to be even better than the last two, but it'll last all day if we have a plug-in charger somewhere. So it's
you have a couple batteries for it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we just have one back and forth, and easy to start. No one has to complain about pull starting it and then breaking the cord, or neighbors complaining about noise.
What about the heat in the deep summer? Does it affect the batteries?
Not too bad. It's mostly the winter. Like we get down to minus 30 some days in Ottawa, so the batteries will take a minute to kind of figure that out. And once you get them heated up a little bit, then they're not too bad. But
yeah, because I've had that trouble with my Milwaukee one.
Yeah.
What, the batteries are too hot?
Yeah, they just run too hot.
Okay.
Yeah. Like July, August is brutal for it. It gets so hot during the day, and just using them, they just they overheat. They stop working.
So you got to find the shade or chiller? Or,
yeah.
Okay.
I got a cooler.
Really?
Yeah, a cooler with some ice.
Nice.
I don't know if that's good for them, but it works.
So you just, as soon as one dies, you put it in the cooler and pull another one?
As soon as one gets overheated, I throw it in there.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
You would rather do that than go back to a gas saw?
No, I used it for porcelain. So I liked it that it's a thinner blade, and it's a lot easier to control the saw, because with porcelain, when you're going back and forth, any tweak in the saw, off angle, will chip the edges.
Yes.
So I like using the 9-inch for that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's my experience, at least.
Because you could probably get a continuous blade for 9-inch saw too.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's the thing with porcelain, has to be a continuous blade, right?
Yeah.
One of the problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my experience. And this year, how are you looking for work and stuff?
Good. It's a little bit all over the place.
Yeah?
Yeah. We've got, right now, I've got 2 utility trench projects that we're waiting for various levels of approval. We've got a demolition excavation coming up sometime after half loads come off.
Okay.
Just finishing up commercial building, a couple other grading projects in and around town, some hardscape stuff, some landscape stuff. So it's all over the map. Yeah.
Good. What's half loads in Ottawa?
It's usually from, I would say, mid-April, early April to about usually mid-May. Depends when the frost comes out of the ground, but we're 5 tons an axle, so yeah, you get a tri-axle, you're only good for 5 tons, 6 tons.
7-8 ton,
Yeah.
max.
Yeah,
We're 1st of March, 1st of May generally.
Okay.
So we have another next week. They'll probably hold it till Sunday night.
Okay, yeah, right
on. So
that'll be good, yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably hold it till Sunday night.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain because half of where we work is either load restricted or it's within a no truck route type area.
Yeah.
So it gets very much to be a pain.
Our problem is, for us, is if we're hauling fill, is getting to a fill site.
Yeah.
Because all the fill sites are half load roads.
Yep. Yeah.
There's no curb and gutter fill site.
Yeah. Even some of the sand pits that we have, few that we use are on main roads, but then one of the ones that's in the family is kind of on a load restricted road, which is kind of dumb, but understandable. Yeah.
But if it's only 4 weeks in Ottawa, that's not too bad.
Yeah. It can get a little longer. It depends on how much frost is in the ground. We're 4-foot frost line, I think. So
yeah,
trucks driving over it just grows the frost right down into the ground. So yeah.
If it rains more, they usually pull it from, early from us. So it has rained a ton. They actually started it a week late this year, probably because it had been so cold, or the winter was so much. So they actually started it a week late. Would love it if they pulled it a week early, but everyone's saying May 1st. So pulling them on Thursday night for Friday is not overly helpful, but whatever.
It's not too bad right now because we have that 7-ton not a dump trailer float.
Yeah.
So I'm legal to haul what a triaxle can haul, which is not bad, but it's definitely gets to be a pain when you have a job to do, like a demolition, for example, and all the roads going in are half loads. So
we have 3 municipalities by us that are brutal.
Yeah.
And then City of Toronto, there's no half loads anywhere.
Okay.
It's all wide open. And Oshawa, anything curb and gutter is wide open. It's Ajax, Whitby, and Pickering and Bowmanville, Newcastle.
Yeah.
They're the worst in every neighborhood, every road. All of it is half loads. It's friggin' terrible.
It's like that with Ottawa just because it's such a big area. We'll have half the rural areas where it's all half loads, and then You get like Lanark County, Mississippi Mills, Leeds, Lanark, Grenville. That's all half loads out there too. So
do you mostly work like on the outskirts of Ottawa, like not downtown?
all over
core?
Ottawa. Yeah, we're downtown. We're in the bush. We're outside in Almont area, Carp, Stittsville, Canada, everywhere. Yeah.
Here's a Mike question. This is a Mike style question. How do you market to get all these different things?
It's been a lot of word of mouth. So I work with a lot of guys like HVAC guys and electricians and that'll just be like, hey, do you have a couple hours to come dig this trench downtown or in Centertown? Yeah, okay. Or a lot of guys that'll have little weird projects that they don't have a machine for. Like we have the very tight access stuff. So we're 36 inches is I think the narrowest gate we can go through. So they'll call me and say, hey, yeah, just bring this machine down. We've got to move a triaxle load fill in the backyard. Okay. And then a lot of it is custom home builders. So we do a lot of work with them.
Nice.
But yeah.
And then you start off doing one thing, and then I could do that, I could do that,
Yeah. So, and surprisingly enough, I haven't had a website yet. That's what I'm working on probably next week, if time allows. So yeah, it's been a very busy almost 10 years with no website.
Wow.
So.
That's good, man.
So who are you getting to build your website?
I'll probably just build it myself. Yeah. There's a company called Storm something. They're out of Vancouver, so pretty decent prices and hosting and that. So
nice.
Yeah.
How long is a hardscape season in Ottawa?
It depends.
It's like late
with the
April
weather,
usually?
yeah, it could start as soon as like I would say April 10th, and then go right to almost mid-December if the weather allows, or
So
it
like
could be like end of May to end of October. Just it's all over the map. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I always thought you guys would be a little bit shorter than us, but it seems kind of on par.
It depends. Like we'll get really cold weather sometimes, and then like there'll be days where we'll be doing topsoil in January.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's been a few years where we've gone out January 2nd and start spreading topsoil on septic projects from the previous year. Yeah. And then there's years where you're like minus 25 chipping frost out from around a pillar because the concrete guy forgot to put on something. So yeah.
Do you do snow?
No, I stay far away from snow.
Good call.
It's a very, very high liability thing, especially in Ottawa. There's a lot of law firms out there.
Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah, well, snow's one. You've never done snow?
I have done snow, but not for New Leaf, like as a business. I've done snow working myself for somebody else.
Yeah.
So driveway snow, like with the tractors and blowers, and then sidewalk snow. Yeah. So.
But you don't want to get into that.
No, it's too much of a pain. Yeah,
I know. I can't.
I try not to work too much in the winter. Like if we can work 6 days in the summer from May to October, and then we're good through from November to April, then we'll do that. But this year, every year, it seems like we're doing something in the winter, either hydro trenches or doing access stuff. Like
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you kind of keep busy there.
Yeah.
With how you grew the business, like from starting kind of like hardscape to where you are now, that word of mouth, how soon did that kind of catch on?
Pretty much instantly, yeah. So
when you're doing that sort of niche stuff, it kind of you go around them much quicker,
so
right?
a lot of the guys, like we're kind of all, I would say, friends in the industry. So like there's guys who we've used before, like working through my grandfather, who will say, well, hey, he's got that little shovel, why don't you call him to come do this job? And then it'll spiral from there. Or even the custom home builders we've worked for I would say 15 years, even before New Leaf was a thing.
Right.
And then they'll say, hey, do you have like, I don't know, a day in your schedule to come do window wells, come backfill around those? Sure, okay.
Yeah.
Come do a little bit of stone in the driveway. Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
Yeah. Starting New Leaf, what was the biggest learning curve for you for starting the business and getting it going?
I would say probably the office work,
Yeah.
I'm good in the field, but come tax season and getting all that kind of wound up, it's just, I pull my hair out doing it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve going on your own, eh?
Oh,
and, I can't stand coming back home and having to figure out stuff and doing
it's one of those things where if you could snap your fingers and it would be done, then yeah, that would be pretty cool. Yeah.
So how many guys do you have working for you? Or
Just me.
Just you. Nice. One man show.
Yep.
Attaboy.
So I hire out, like if I have to have triaxles all day, I've got several companies who I'll just call up and say, hey, can you get me a truck for Tuesday? Oh, yeah, okay, we'll get you the truck. Or if I need like 12-ton shovel, I'll just call rental company. Yeah, we'll drop that off.
Nice.
So I try to keep everything small, so keep it nice and low payments.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wicked.
Overhead is the crusher.
Yeah,
Overhead
low overhead.
is the crusher of all businesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice having that ability to just say, okay, well, if the machine sits for a week and I have to go do something else, then that's fine. Yeah. But it's nice to not have that payment looming over your head. Like you have to keep that truck on the road, otherwise that's it, or you know.
I have that. It's great.
Yeah.
No. All of our I try to do this. I try to have I have a couple things on our overhead that sucks that I need to get rid of. A couple Dodge Ram pickup trucks that I bought for a certain purpose, and then the company didn't go that way, and now we're kind of still have these things, but whatever. But I try not to make too. I think when you make too many of those mistakes in a row, it's terrible.
Yeah.
This one is still not great, but it's not the worst mistake I ever made. So. Yeah,
that's why this past fall when I got the new pickup, I consolidated everything. So got rid of the half ton, got rid of the little Hino truck because it was getting pretty old. So time to update the fleet, and now this truck can pull more than the Hino did. So that's even better.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So.
Did you sell the Hino?
Yeah, we sold that back in December. Yeah.
Wasn't hard to move it, probably?
No, it wasn't too bad. It was only on the market for maybe a week.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It's not like trying to sell a black 2009 Dodge Ram.
Yeah.
That sits on the market for a long time.
Are you going home or something today at the show?
Yeah, we'll be headed home probably around 3 o'clock, I'd say. So we're a 6-hour drive.
I mean, are you bringing a Zoom line with you back home? Or?
Yeah. I don't know. Zoom line doesn't really have a dealer support by Ottawa. We're in a little bit of a valley with dealers for all these overseas products.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I know that they have Concord, Vaughan, Mississauga.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff really close together.
It's kind of like a black hole. We have John Deere, Case, and Cat, and then Kubota, Bobcat, and I guess Wacker would be the next biggest one out there. But a lot of these newer brands that are coming out, like Saney and Zoomlion and SDLG, there's nobody out there. Even
SDLG, I never that brand. But they have a lot of gear here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They have little cars. They have everything.
Yeah,
it's wild. Zoomlion seems to be more a lot into lifts. They got a lot of lifts over in the Zoomlion booth.
It's crazy. I did a little research on Saney and Zoomlion. There's a YouTube channel that has the history of it, and it was actually 4 guys in a house that created Saney. And they put up against, I think it's Putzmeister that does the concrete pumps out of Germany.
Okay. Yeah.
And they ended up kind of growing big enough to where they just bought out Putzmeister.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's a pretty good read, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would watch that. Did you watch the history of Zoomlion?
Yeah. They're
what's the history of Zoomlion?
Saney and Zoomlion are the 2 biggest competitors for, I guess, that kind of market. And there was some crazy stuff like insider knowledge and corporate espionage and attempted assassinations. Yeah, it was wild. This story was just crazy.
That makes me want to know more about Zoomlion.
I'll have to,
I immediately want to know more
drop
about
the link for that. It's pretty wild, yeah.
We should have them on the podcast to explain the history of Zoomlion.
We've asked Zoomlion repetitively to jump on.
Yeah.
But they've been a little hesitant.
Get Zoomlion on one side and Saney on the other and see what happens.
That would
we
be
told
good.
them if they had to come over here, we'd make sure there was a safe passage.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Strait of Hormuz or whatever. There's safe passage to get to the Not Our Finest Hour podcast booth. I like the colors of the Zoomlions.
It is, yeah. It's a nice color. Yeah.
So much construction equipment is just yellow.
Yeah.
I really like even these Turkish hydromechs that are sitting here. They have red, white, black. It's nice. They look good.
Yeah,
They're
nice.
sharp machines.
Yeah, it's definitely something that stands out against all the sea of yellow and gray and
The Zoomlions are all Cummins.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
We have quite a few Cummins dealers in Ottawa. We actually have a Cummins building, I guess, for just the engines down kind of in the industrial area. Yeah.
Really?
Do you ever see Chad from NDL when he comes to Ottawa?
I've seen his trucks a couple times,
Oh, yeah?
but I haven't seen him yet. So,
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I hear he's starting to do the bins, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started up the bin company.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He hasn't had this. He said he was getting the ownership for the second truck this week. He doesn't
Right
have
on.
it yet.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he's. I warned him not to do it repetitively, but he's going to do it anyways.
There's getting to be a lot of bins in Ottawa. Yeah.
Oh,
There's
really?
a couple big contractors now have gotten into bins. We used a few of them this past year for doing the tight access work, which works out great because I can load into a bin just about as fast as they can dump and return it. So, yeah. But the market's getting a little heated in Ottawa. There's little small single axle guys popping up left, right, and center. So,
Oh, really?
it's a hot market to get into. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say by us, it's not. There's one new bin guy that's been running around bad-mouthing me, which is fine. Not the first person, won't be the last. My employees were bad-mouthing me on this podcast earlier today.
Yeah.
But that's the only new guy really around us, I think. That's there's one new, and a lot of them aren't fill bins. A lot of them are we don't do garbage bins, so
Okay.
we only do fill and gravel or snow.
Yeah, the fill bins seems to be starting. It's a lot of the guys were doing garbage and like C&D waste, but the fill bin seems to be a new thing that everybody's starting to get into.
Yeah.
So even like the big guys like Tomlinson and Kavanaugh are also starting to do certain things like that. So they're two of the biggest players, I would say, with bins. But
Everyone's going to find out that hauling bins of dirt is super hard on the hooks and the trucks, and it's different than hauling garbage.
Yeah,
Garbage doesn't weigh anything, you know.
Even some of the jobs we've done, and it's like, are you sure you can haul that? And they're like, yeah, we can do 10 ton. I'm like, yeah, this is wet clay though. This is a lot heavier. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay.
Yeah.
So truck will be 2 feet off the ground trying to lift the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Perfect.
Yep.
Full send.
Full send.
If our clients are hauling really heavy stuff, I always say to them, like, just call me and we'll make a deal. Like, you know, I'd rather not beat up the truck and we'll bring 2 bins or something, or we can always work it out.
Yeah.
It's not a huge deal. But what was your favorite thing here?
It's hard to pick. There's a lot of cool stuff here. Yeah. I don't know, the black Ditch Witch Hydrovac's kind of appealing to me. It's Hydrovacs seem to be on my radar right now since we've been using them quite a bit. So, yeah, even looking into them, you can get one fairly small. So,
you can get like a small unit.
Yeah, there's an F550, I think, or an F750 just in the front that's got a Hydrovac on it.
So how much is a Hydrovac like that?
Probably, I'd say at least 300,000, if not a little more.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
A skid-mounted one we priced out was close to 70 grand. Yeah.
That's to go on a skid steer?
That just goes on a skid, like in the back of a trailer.
Oh, in the back of the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
And what does it come with the tank and everything?
Yeah.
And I didn't know you could get like that. I thought Hydrovac truck was like, I knew there was smaller Hydrovac trucks.
Can get. There's the Ditch Witch guy that was telling me about them says that you can even put them on tracks if you had to, which is cool. And there's even a company in England, I think, that has an air-powered kind of digging system on tracks.
Really?
Yeah. So
how much was the one on the skid?
The one on the skid was 70 grand.
Okay.
Yeah, a Ditch Witch one, smallest one they make. So that'd be perfect to put in the back of a pickup truck or something. But yeah, a big one like the one that's here is probably $1 million or so. Yeah.
Yeah, the back trucks are for sure $1 million.
Yeah.
That's cool though, because like we hire vac trucks for a lot of bollards.
Yeah.
Because the bollards, like, it's so much easier to just vacuum the hole, slide it, than trying to drill it, and it creates so little mess.
Yeah, it's we had one out, would it be 2 weeks ago now, to do hydro pits just because of the nature of the job. And I think they were 2 hours to do the hole. Like, they're quick, but they're expensive. So,
yes.
Yeah, be
but
nice.
if you had a little one where it's more economical to go and do a few
Yeah.
small, I could do, I don't know how big the tank is, but I could get 4 bollards in here or whatever.
Yeah.
It gives you an ability to open up sort of a different market from the full-size trucks.
Especially with the amount of work that we do tight access wise. Like if a homeowner or a contractor was like, yeah, we have a weird job, we can't get a shovel back there, but we can get a hydrovac hose back there. That's a market for it. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I didn't know that stuff existed.
yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Yeah.
That is cool stuff.
Is Ottawa like a lot of tight access?
Yes,
Like, in
yeah.
the city?
So the city, they're trying to do more housing, but the problem is they want to go out, but they need to go up.
Yeah.
So a lot of the older style, like 1950s homes, everything's like probably the width of this table to get to the backyard.
Jeez.
So you're getting like those KX 008s or the U10s or wheelbarrows, and then trying to go dig out a patio or put in piers for a deck or an ADU, which is now becoming a new thing with all these kind of secondary homes.
Mm-hmm.
So we've done a few of those now. But yeah, everything's tight access now.
Nice. Awesome. Well, Tyler, this is going to be perfect for tagging along on another episode.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining
for
us here
having
at the
me,
show.
Yeah, awesome, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where can our audience find out more about New Leaf?
New Leaf Ottawa on everything. We don't have a website yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
So we're on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. Reach out to
and
us.
I should say that we really appreciate, just like since the very beginning, you've been sharing the
Thank you.
podcast, sharing the stories.
Super appreciate it,
yeah.
brother. Thank you so much.
You kicked that off for us from the very beginning, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, it's always good to listen to on a Friday there, especially when the days may not be going so well. But yeah.
You can almost count on one of our days going worse.
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks,
Alrighty,
Tyler.
yeah.
Thank you very much,
Thank
sir. We are here live at the National Heavy Equipment Show with Barb. Barb, what are you doing at the National Heavy Equipment Show?
Oh my goodness, I'm visiting my customers that are here.
Which customers of yours are here?
High Reach is here.
Okay.
Orion's here. You should see the High Reach booth. It's absolutely beautiful, and they're giving out coffee and espresso made to order right then and there.
Really?
Yeah, and they're little...
This High Reach booth has snuck past me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What does High Reach do?
High Reach provides heavy equipment rentals for all the people that use heavy equipment rentals.
Like lifts, like Zoom booms kind of stuff?
Yes, their sign is in the middle, and they have this big machine. I don't know what it's called, but it's a whole High Reach. You know it.
And what kind of services do you provide for them?
We do IT service, IT support, and cybersecurity for them.
It seems like the business where people minimize it until something happens.
All the time. All the time. It's one of those things that lurks in the background, and then when it happens, they're like, oh shit, what do I do? How do I fix this? Where's my backup? Oh, I don't have one. They got access to what? Why did you click on that? Happens all the time.
Why did you?
Why did you click on that?
I feel deeply like me as a person am the why you would ask me those kind of questions.
Why did you click on
PK,
that?
why did you click on that?
Why did you click on
Like,
that?
I don't know. It grabbed my attention.
Why did
my
you-
attention span's short.
Why did you think that was a Microsoft site? Why did you think we needed to buy 500 gift cards at $25 a piece to like send out? Like, why
Does
would
this
you
really
think that?
happen?
All the time.
I see this like on YouTube, like the scammers that call in and ask you to get a Google Play card and redeem it or whatever. And this actually happens.
It happens all the time.
It's amazing.
All the time.
Wow.
You know, if people didn't click on shit,
Yes.
you know, it would make the world a safer place.
Stop. So your solid advice is, as a cybersecurity expert, to stop clicking on things.
Yes, don't click on things, because click, that's all it takes for you to be a victim of a cybercrime. And victims of all other crimes, assault, carjacking, a robbery, they get sympathy. But if you are a victim of a cybercrime, then you don't get any sympathy. If anything, you get questioned, you get labeled.
Ridiculed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're careless, you're irresponsible. How did you not know? Just things like that. Why did you not?
I really believed that a prince from Nigeria was going to get me money, though.
Oh my God, do you know how much money he made last year?
I bet a lot.
Millions. Millions. Because people will click on it to see what actually happens.
What happens if I do engage with the prince from Nigeria?
Well, then you know what? When you arrive and you actually meet him, he should like flourish you with gifts with all of the millions that he makes every year, PK.
I'm gonna guess that's not the normal person's experience.
No. Instead, they're calling and they're saying, how do I make sure that this person doesn't have access to my bank account? Or how do I get my monies back? They say things like that. And unfortunately, once it's gone because the CDIC does not protect you. Once you've transferred money away, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like there's no way, because it'll go from a bank account and it'll hop to another bank account. And when you have to follow all of that, it's gone. We don't have any jurisdiction outside of Canada. So when the money gets transferred, you know where it goes, but there's no way it's coming back.
There's no way it's coming back.
Yeah.
They're getting better at this. Like, even I'm getting emails now that I have to double take and be like, is that true? And then I see like the email address that it came from or something like that, or even text messages. I just got one saying it was like Service Ontario, parking violations, this date, click this website link. And then once I get to the website link, it's like, oh, okay, this is a scam. But it's getting really better.
Yes, do you know why that happens?
Why is that?
Because hackers have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So they can hire like professional, graphic artists. They have time because they leverage technology with all of the money that they make. They leverage technology so that they can have these automated services that work. As soon as you click on something, they just send out a scan, because they don't target people directly. It's just a program that writes, and it's like going fishing. That's why they call it fishing. You know, whatever bites, then you begin to engage. Then you move forward.
But with this time in AI where you can do a deep fake and it looks very real, how do you even, like, I saw a video of somebody being like, okay, hold up 3 fingers to your face. And apparently that threw off the AI if they do that. So the hacker was saying, no, I can't do that. And it kept on saying it, but they won't do that. But in this time of AI, it's going to become even crazier.
It's brutal. You have to kind of go old school to make sure that you call the person whose number you have on the Rolodex that you wrote with pen to make sure it's good, not the one from the email.
Yeah.
Because it's all being spoofed and going into the wrong direction. What else you got for me? I'm making you think, aren't I?
No, I absolutely. I'm heavily engaged in this topic. I enjoy this topic.
I am too.
This is not things that we normally talk about on this podcast.
What do you normally talk about on this podcast?
We normally talk about Chad's Diet Coke, but I don't know where it went. It was here.
I don't know.
I think you drank it.
No, there we go. So that's Chad's Diet Coke.
Right.
I bought it because the other podcast guy who's already gone, he had to go all the way back to Cornwall.
Okay.
So I bought that because his name is Chad, and then it's been in my truck for 8 months. And then I accidentally opened it because I thought it was one of the other bottles of pop I had and drank it.
Ooh.
And I destroyed the allure of Chad's Diet Coke. That's what we normally talk about, not issues of cybersecurity, this is way more interesting.
Well, let me see if there are any parallels. Well, we can say it was a mistake.
It was a mistake. So if someone falls for one of the scams, like, what's the first thing you guys do?
Oh, it all depends on which scam it is. Essentially, you want to have all the protective measures in place to ensure that it never gets to that level. So the first thing that you want to do, and this makes sense if you think about it in non-technical terms, you want to assess all your technology, okay? Like, you know, what do I have? Like in my computer, my laptop, my iPad. And in a business, like, you know, you're going to have lots of things that have an electron running through it. And then you want to see, okay, if this is connected to the internet. And then you want to make sure that you have the safeties in place. And you have the safeties in place so that in the event that something were to happen, that you get an alert. And it doesn't mean that someone's going to download a virus or anything like that, because that's a very like 1980s or 1990s type of thing that happened. Because in these days, the attacks that are happening, they are fileless and scriptless. So what that means is they like walk in undetected, and then they begin to change things. So once you have these weird behaviors that happen, you want to make sure that you receive an alert and you can quarantine them. So that's what you want to have with all of your devices. If someone were to log on to the device, you know what, to make sure that, hey, you can log everything and you can see everything. It's kind of like looking at this trade show, for an example. You have all different kinds of people here. Is there going to be, you know what, someone that's scoping this place out, like a bad guy? Chances are, yeah.
Yes.
Statistically, yes. Are we going to know who they are? No.
I don't think it's that guy in the greasy fluorescent shirt. Like I would be. Well, now he stopped walking conveniently right behind Jason.
It's because we
there
pointed.
he is.
Yeah,
although he does have headphones on.
Yeah, the toque. You know what?
Yeah, he doesn't seem like that guy.
I don't have my glasses on. I can't tell if it's toque or bad hair.
It's toque.
Okay.
It's a toque, 100%. Now the guy with him potentially looks maybe.
Yeah,
like
maybe sketch.
The guy, yeah, a little bit sketch. But the guy with the greasy, I don't think he's the one running the technology scam here.
You never know. He might be the kind.
He seems more like intimidation, protection scam kind of dude.
Oh, I hear you.
I need $200 a day to protect your booth from something that could happen. He looks more like that kind of guy.
Gotcha.
The guy with him looks potentially like he could be running a computer scam.
But do you think that guy could actually like run or like do anything if anything were to happen?
No, but I couldn't run away from him. I'm in no kind of condition to run away from it myself. So
that's okay. As long as you outrun Mike, you'll be all right.
I can't outrun Mike. What? How big does you like? Most of the listeners of this podcast are small landscape companies.
Gotcha.
5 to 10 employees, something like that. When do you think bringing in something like you guys is important? No one's ever talked about this on any podcast ever that I've heard from landscaping. So, like, when do you think a company needs to start digitally protecting itself past, like, I shouldn't have clicked that email, I need some professionals involved?
All right, there's a couple of ways I can answer the question. The first way will be like right away, as soon as you have an internet connection, as soon as you have a business and you're either like not making money or you have a line of credit, like you have money available to you, you need to protect that, because if you get robbed, it'll take you out. And it's not like someone is going to steal your equipment or anything like that. All this stuff is heavy, like we said, like people can't really move. But what they will do is they will try to trick you to get into your bank account, because they're thieves and they want money. So essentially, right from the very beginning, you should have the protections in place. The costs involved are less than your monthly cell phone bill and things like that. So it's right from the very beginning having the proper protections in place to keep you safe, to keep you 99.9% safe, because there's always the chance, as at these small businesses, in the beginning, you have your owner-operator, they wear many hats, and they're busy, especially during their busy seasons. It's like, and administrative work is like always like the least of the things that they have to do.
Absolutely.
So essentially, you read stuff from your accountant, and then you click, and like, boom, it's gone. Or like, always submit, like, boom, it's done. Like get her done last minute, and things like that. So when you're a small shop, it's best to have the safety measures in place tech-wise, so you don't accidentally do something like, I don't want to say stupid, because it's a bad word these days.
You can say that here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're fine with that
stupid,
word on this
because
one.
that's what you think about after. Like, you think, oh, how stupid, how did I know? But I was in a hurry, I was doing this, you're wearing multiple hats. So you want to put the safety measures in place so that nothing happens, so that you can move forward in a positive direction and grow and grow and grow. It's kind of like dress pants. You want to try them on every once in a while in between events, so they're going to fit.
Absolutely.
And if they don't fit, then you're just like, okay, I got to trim it down here. So it's the small businesses that actually have the most amount of attacks that get killed financially. And the reason for that is because they have more money than the average person does in a personal account. So what happens is they'll invest with the equipment on the shop floor before they spend a couple $100 a month on their IT and their security and things like that. Because for them, that's the money maker there, like keeping the machines. But in actual fact, where the money maker is, it's the sale. It's the communication with customers, with clients. It's the marketing. Like, how do you protect all of that? Like, how do you protect your business from that perspective? Because doing the work is one thing, but if your computers aren't running, if you don't have any money in your bank account, you're not moving forward anywhere.
You don't have any business.
You don't have any business.
Mike, you should do a whole episode with Barb on how to hardscape.
You were saying fileless and scriptless these days. Is it more so like people taking control of the screen to be able to do this? There's no.
It's more so doing things you don't even know what's going on type thing.
Gotcha.
Like people, it's the creeper that's here that you don't know. They're like walking around. So what?
Like being able to see your keystrokes, to see passwords. Is that?
Little things like that.
Yeah.
Yes, but that's like great YouTube videos. It's the whole thing's like, okay, like watching and mimicking and seeing all of your languages and what your cadence is in your business. Because if you think about it, when someone gets robbed, it's not like a smash and grab job. It's not like a jewelry store gets robbed or anything like that. When someone gets robbed and your house gets robbed, then it's usually someone's been creeping on the outside that has been watching when you're coming in, when you're going out, things like that, doing a little bit of research as to who you are. That's what happens in cybercrime land. Like, you know what? But they're creeping. They've logged onto your machines. They've gained access. And now they're seeing what's happening, who your bank is. They're reading your emails. Like, you know, they know when you're like working on doing like little things. They know when you're interacting with clients and things like that. So now all of a sudden they can see what's going on, and they know when the best time is to deploy a ransomware attack. Because what happens is when these things happen and people are in your system, then that's when they can maneuver and move around. Like, people will think because they have multi-factor authentication set up, like, you know what, that they're completely safe. It's a great starting point, and it's better than nothing. But essentially now, since everything is cloud-based and connected and you sign on, is all this making sense so far?
Absolutely.
With your Microsoft Office tenant, how is your tenant configured so you make sure that in the event your information has been exposed on the dark web, that someone from Bermuda is not signing on, or someone from China is not signing on as you, and now they're in your Microsoft tenant and they've kicked you out.
Gotcha.
Just things like that. So it's all these other configurations, because lots of times it's a DIY thing. Do it yourself, get it up and running, everything is good. And it's not until something bad happens, like it's not until you've been robbed, that you put the security system in place. So what happens is you want to have it beforehand. You want to be able to detect malicious behavior when it's happening and stop it and move forward from there.
Absolutely. Makes a ton of sense.
What else you got?
Where would people that listen to this podcast contact you to potentially have them help you with their cybersecurity? Oh,
it's cdntechnologies.com. CDN stands for Canadian. And our telephone number is 905-542-9759. We're based out of Oakville. We've been doing IT. We've been doing it since 2002.
Wow.
And
long time.
We have clients across Canada, but predominantly in southwestern Ontario, Mississauga, Oakville, Burlington.
Do you have any landscape companies?
Yeah, we do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Nice.
We're not going to ask you which ones.
Oh.
We could, but that's up to you whether or not to expose them. We're not exposing them. You're actually telling people these companies were smart enough to get protected. I can tell you one company that's not smart enough to get protected, Paver King. Tell you that we're not smart. Well, to be fair, my wife runs our office. We may be protected and I'm not aware. That's also a distinct possibility, that I'm just not aware that we're protected.
If she loves you, you're in good hands. Just say yes.
Yes, she loves me, absolutely. But so you do have landscape companies on the books?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There's landscapers that are much smarter than me, apparently.
Well, I think what happens is they fall victim and they're just like, never again.
Yep.
Never again. Or they've been around for a while, and you know what, you hear about someone and they're just like, okay, I don't want that happen to me, because it doesn't really cost, it's pennies a day.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
So there's that. It's
Super
not until
smart.
after the fact. And if you got a big job, if you're working with the city or if you're being contracted out and things like that. And
Awesome. Barb, thanks so much for joining us here.
no
Thanks for
problem.
coming.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now you have to listen to a new podcast. Not Our Finest Hour. Oh, you can just put it. Mike's in charge of that. All right, we're here with Nick from High. Oh, are we actually recording it?
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh, okay. Well, we're here with Nick from High Reach. Nick, what is High Reach? Tell us the history. Tell us what you're here at the National Heavy Equipment Show for.
So High Reach Inc. is a heavy equipment manufacturing, sales, rental, and service company. So we basically help people get it up. We help people lift really big stuff,
Nice.
and just make sure that everything's getting taken care of in that department. So we rent super high capacity forklifts and also Broderson carry deck cranes.
Okay.
So most people, most operators would probably be familiar with Versalifts. We've been the official dealer of Versalift for over 10 years now. I don't know the exact time, maybe 15 or 20 now. It's quite a while we've been a dealer of Versalift. And then we started manufacturing the Orion, which is our own baby, about 17 years ago. So the first one we built was it was a custom build for a client out in New Mexico, I believe. And they had the demand for high capacity forklift with pretty specific requirements. And we were able to put something together for them, and that was kind of the start of the Orion. From there, we chained out, so we built some smaller versions. We built a little bit bigger versions. So our smallest unit's a 25,000 pound machine, and our biggest is 160,000 pound. So you can lift quite a lot of stuff with this forklift.
So, what's your base clientele of people that would? Because this is a world that I have never played in.
Yes, it's
I
a
am
very
interested. Yeah. So who buys these like a typical client for a high capacity forklift like
so
that?
it is a lot of rentals. There will be a sales for this machine. We just finished manufacturing 4 of these, so a few will be going into our rental fleet. Now it's honestly all over the place. A lot of machinery mover companies who are tasked with basically helping people do plant relocations, that kind of thing. That's a big one. Also nuclear, that's a huge one, and hydro especially. Those have uses for this on occasion, even military use cases on occasion, Coast Guard, that kind of thing. There's a lot of different use cases for these machines. Steel mills will go a little bit smaller than the 160. 90 is usually the sweet spot for steel mills. With the coil, we have a big coil prong attachment that we'll put on the front of the machine, and it handles the coils extremely well. It's a good cycle machine because you can run it nonstop all day and it will not die on you. Whereas a lot of the other machines that have coil attachments, that kind of thing, you run it for a couple hours and you're getting overheating, you're getting a lot of issues, and it slows production down, which is what we try and avoid basically with these machines.
Now, what was the decision to start manufacturing that yourself as opposed to continuing with what you were doing?
I think really we just wanted to build a better mousetrap, or not really build a better mousetrap. We take one that's already there and then just refine it.
Yeah.
We knew we got a lot of complaints from users over the years as we rented a lot of equipment. One of them was accessibility. Getting into the engine is super, super important, especially if the machine is at a facility in a crucial spot and it goes down. You don't want that happening. It's hundreds of $1,000s on the line if a machine's sitting there in the way for hours, right? So you want to be able to get to the engine as quick as possible. We designed we designed the machines with that in mind. All the panels are super easily accessible. You can remove them just with a couple screws. Engine hood pops open, so you can get wherever you really need to very quickly and get the machine moving again.
So you built them with the worst day in mind. Exactly.
And also we built it just generally with the operator in mind. Even it's got a tilt steering wheel, so you can sit at a comfortable angle. That was a request from one of our customers, and we kept it. There's a lot of different functionalities. A really cool one, actually, people really appreciate, is remote control capability. So our units, we can turn any unit into a remote control capable unit. So you can use all the functions that you would normally through remote control. So
That's
you don't
cool.
really even need a spotter at that point. If you're doing a really big lift, you can hop out of the machine, pop on the remote control, go up, down, side shift, fork positioners, the whole shebang, really. It's
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to see it in person. We had one of the employees' kids come, like a 6-year-old, and he was using the machine in the back. It's so amazing. It's a 140,000 pound machine, and it's a 6-year-old using it from a low remote control.
Probably better than I would.
You never know, right?
Probably better at using the remote control than I would.
It's pretty cool to see it in person. Yeah, it's a pretty impressive feat. Yeah.
So how long have you been with High Reach?
I've been with High Reach for 3 years now, so not too long. I studied marketing, University of Guelph. I graduated there, and I started working at High Reach. I've been there since.
So you do marketing there?
Yeah, I do marketing, and then I also dabble a bit in the production side of things. I've been assisting a bit with the production for the machines.
Does that mean like video and photo,
I mean,
like that
actual
type? Actual
manufacturing.
production.
Assisting with parts and organizing the back end of stuff when it comes to the manufacturing, even lead times, talking with suppliers, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's quite a lot of coordination, but.
So when people rent these, do they rent them they rent them for one lift sometimes, or do people take them on long-term rentals, or?
Both. It's really we kind of cater to all. So sometimes there'll be a day rental, which is 5 hours is normally a day. So we'll do a day rental. Sometimes it'll be a week. On occasion, usually the bigger machines are actually longer contracts. It'll be a couple months at a time, which is always nice.
And you move them around on like a
float,
just like a drop deck float, or
you got it. Yeah.
We float equipment, so that's why I was like,
I
just move these things around.
I mean, you strip
but
all the counterweights.
They probably have a high mast on them, right?
So the mast on this one. Total height on this machine, we're looking at just over 132 inches. So it's not too tall. You remove all the counterweights. The counterweights alone on the 160, the biggest machine, are 60,000 pounds for the counterweights. So you're sending a couple loads if you want to rent out that machine.
Yeah, that's more than a couple.
Yeah.
I don't know if you rent that one for a day.
No, it's you know what? It happens. It does happen on occasion, surprisingly. Just bare bones, the machine without the counterweights is 65,000 pounds. So it's right at that threshold.
So no matter what, it's heavy haul.
Yeah. Oh, it's a heavy haul. Yeah, absolutely.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What's the heaviest thing that's been lifted in the 3 years that you have been here?
Heaviest thing, I've seen a photo. I don't know exactly how much it weighed, but it was 2 of our 140s, which are 140,000 pound capacities. It was 2 of them doing a tandem lift on a gigantic press inside of some sort of facility.
Wow.
So it was basically connected up on either side with the boom. They were hoisting it up and I think repositioning it some way, but it was a really impressive photo.
So all of that is a world. Like, I've always been an outdoor person, outdoor construction person. So knowing, like, it's so neat to hear someone talk about moving all this. Like, to me, that's not a world that exists. Like, where people are gutting one factory to move to another location, and they've got to bring all their heavy stuff. Like,
people don't really think about it all that much. They don't realize it's a really, really big industry. When these massive plants need to move stuff or reset up their lineup for whatever new manufacturing they're taking on. That's a pretty big one. It's
awesome.
pretty popular. Yeah.
Besides this, forklifts or lift trucks, anything else that you guys do, or specifically that's what you guys do?
We do forklift, lift trucks, and then we also do carry deck cranes.
Okay.
So the Brodersons. So we've been a Broderson dealer for 42 years. Been the world's longest Broderson dealer. Santo, the owner of this company, he is kind of the pioneer bringing Broderson up into Canada, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Broderson is a very, very recognized name now, especially up here in Canada. So we've had a lot of success with the Brodersons. Absolutely, Brodersons are super popular in the mines. They're popular in the paper mills, pulp and paper mills. A lot of different industries, a lot of different use cases for those. The military uses the Brodersons. The Brodersons are very cool. Carry deck crane.
And then how long has High Reach been around?
High Reach has been around 45 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. Santo came here, the owner of the company, from Italy as an immigrant when he was 16, I believe. And he started this company from basically nothing. Yeah, and
Impressive.
It's very impressive what he's
That's
built.
super impressive, yeah.
I'm always
Crazy.
very proud to represent the company and kind of explain what we do. It's a very
Yeah,
company.
I can tell by the way you talk about it that you're proud and passionate
It's-
about where you are.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very cool company to work for. Santo is a phenomenal man. We're totally a relationship-driven company. We're relationship-first focused. We always, look out for our customers, and I think that's what's done us so well. I come from a marketing background, and I see that, and it's just like that's where you want to be as a company too. You want to be taking care of your customer, making sure that all their needs are being met. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And what makes HighReach a company that you'd want to work for beyond that? Like,
I think it's the people. It's a good community. I think just the people. The culture, the atmosphere there. It's a really good community. It's a good team Santo's built. Yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah, Nick, thanks so much for
Thanks so much,
stopping by.
Nick. We really appreciate you coming on, man.
Appreciate that.
So HighReach, Oakville, Ontario.
Yeah.
Where can our audience find you
You
guys?
can find us on Instagram at HighReach Inc. and at Orion Lifts. Aside from that, we're on LinkedIn as well. Search us on Google. We'll be right there. Yeah.
Awesome.
HighReach Inc.
Perfect.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
so much, Nick. We
Appreciate
really
it, guys.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Ooh, thank you for watching. Ooh. Yeah, those people run the world. They're so impressive. What a bunch of freaks.